Sana, masuk sana.
Ya Pak.
Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is rice prices in Medan will rise ahead of the 2023 New Year holidays. Several weeks before Christmas and New Year's Day, it was observed that the price of rice at the central market in Medan City continued to increase. The price of rice gradually rose within a day to reach 200 rupiah and then 3 rupiah to 5 rupiah for 1 kilogram. Rice trader Acai said that rice prices had started to increase sometime before Christmas and the 2023 New Year. However, the availability of rice stock is still stable for the foreseeable future. It is known the price of ordinary quality rice, which was previously 9,500 rupiah, has now risen to 11,000 to 12,000 rupiah for 1 kilogram. Meanwhile, previously packaged premium quality rice was only 54,000 rupiah. Now it has risen to 56,000 rupiah for 1 kilogram. Previously, it was reported head of the North Sumatra Bulog Public Company, Arif Mando, said that other food stocks ahead of the Natal holiday were guaranteed to be safe for the next 3 months. The current stock of rice is 13,207 tons, 153 tons of granulated sugar, and 94,449 liters of cooking oil. In addition, the North Sumatra Bulog ensures that the increase in rice prices is not related to supply and the amount of stock in the field, considering that supply is currently in normal conditions. The next news is 30 motorbikes were burned in a fire in the tofu factory hall. One of the sellers of used motorbikes, Jai, admitted that as many as 30 units of his used motorbikes were also burned in the fire incident in the tofu factory alley, Rijila Village, Ambon City. According to him, the dozens of motorbikes that were about to be sold were usually sold at the stall around the tofu factory hallway. Losses are estimated to reach hundreds of millions rupiah. So that he hopes the government can be more responsive to pay attention to their fate as victims of the fire. Whether it's a matter of emergency response or the compensation process later. It is known that the fire occurred in the tofu factory Lorong area Rijali Village, Sirimau District, Ambon City on Friday, the 9th of December 2022 at 4 a.m. in the morning. Dozens of buildings were burned in this incident. 2 people were reported dead and no other person suffered burns. The victims have been evacuated to the Ambon Bayangkara Hospital. The next news is 15-meter high plaster collapse. 15-meter high seat piles collapsed in the Tirta Mandala housing area, Cilodong, Depok City early this morning. The landslide of the plaster also closed the flow to the river in the surrounding location until finally the water overflowed and caused flooding in the Tirta Mandala housing complex. Cilodong Sub-District Head Bambang Eko said that The landslide occurred due to high rainfall. Bambang said that at least 2 community units were evacuated by the landslide, which led to the flood. Meanwhile, head of the control and operation for the Depok City Fire Department, Welman Naipospos, said that the flood had receded. This morning, his party also evacuated a number of residents who were going to work and go to school. The next news is the perpetrators of bomb at the police headquarters was a parking attendant. Agus Sujatno, alias Agus Muslim, is a suicided bomber at the Astana Anyar Police Sector, Bandung, West Java on Wednesday, the 7th of December 2022. The perpetrator is known to be affiliated with the Jamaah Ansharut Daulah Bandung Group but lives in Sukoharjo, Central Java. The perpetrator's job was to become a parking attendant at a restaurant behind the Manahan Stadium, Solo. The parking attendant at the location with the initial ER said that the perpetrator had been working in a restaurant since 2019 as the parking attendant. He also confirmed that the blue Suzuki Shogun motorbike found at the crime scene was the motorbike that belonged to the perpetrator who was used to go to work. It is known that a blue Suzuki Shogun motorbike parked near the Astana Anyar Sector Police is important evidence because there is an inscription of Agus Sujatno's message before carrying out the suicide bombing. ER explained that when he was a parking attendant, the perpetrators often wore cropped pants. The perpetrator became a parking attendant at the restaurant from the 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and worked every 2 days. According to him, the perpetrator's income as a parking attendant is quite large because he can bring 500,000 in one day. In ER size, Agus Sujatno is a quiet person because he rarely interacts with other parking attendants. The perpetrators, Agus Sujatno, live in a boarding house in the Siwal Village area, Baki District, Sukoharjo Regency. The next news is the East Kalimantan Regional Police inaugurated a security post in the national capital area. The East Kalimantan Regional Police inaugurated a security post which is right in the core area of the national capital city of the archipelago on Friday, the 9th of December 2022. The head of the East Kalimantan Regional Police, Inspector General of Police Imam Sugianto, said the command post was built to facilitate security in the new capital city. Especially at this time, the construction project has started to be massive, so it needs intense security so that the development project for the national capital of the archipelago runs smoothly. Inspector General of Police Imam said that several things that have become his concern are related to security in the Nusantara national capital, starting from the discovery of the theft of heavy equipment belonging to contractors working on the Nusantara National Capital project. With the establishment of this post, he said, it is hoped that the same incident will not be repeated. The command post was worked on for about 4 months and the location is right in the middle of the core area of the nation's capital. The location was chosen because it was considered strategic to be used as a security post. The post is also equipped with administrative rooms, meeting rooms, break rooms, and several other facilities. Not only that, the head of the regional police also indicated that the post would later be upgraded and made into a reserve police force for the capital city of the archipelago. Mentioned about the personnel who will be on standby as well as the security system at the command post. Currently, it is still in the drafting stage. However, in the 2023, there will be additional regional police personnel for security in the national capital of Archipelago, namely 500 personnel. The next news is 150 racers from East Nusa Tenggara took part in the Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross. A total of 150 racers from several districts in East Nusa Tenggara province took part in the 2022 Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross Regional Championship at the Sky Jump El Tari Maumere circuit, to be exact, behind the Sika Region's office. Meanwhile, the number of teams participating in the 2022 Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross Regional Championship was 40 teams from Manggarai, Ngada East Sumba, Southwest Sumba, Kupang City, Nage Keo, Lembata, East Flores, and Sika Regencies as hosts. In the 2022 Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross Regional Championship event, which was held from the 8th to 12th of December, 18 classes were contested. The first day of the 2022 Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross Regional Championship on Tuesday, the 8th of December 2022, was packed with residents of Maumere City who were very enthusiastic about watching the action of the local Flores and East Nusa Tenggara racers. Cristo Londo, Nikmat Flores Nuansa SPD Racing Team racers told TribunFlores.com that the skills of all the racers participating in the 2022 Sika Cup Gas Track Motocross Regional Championship area the same, making the Gas Track Championship in Sika Regency exciting as the players to compete on their respective motorbikes respectively. Meanwhile, Alexander K. Timu, or familiarly called Abul, a racer from Sika Regency who this time led with the TSS Moves showroom motor Alfian Rizky Kilo 2 Maumere Racing Team, said that this event was a place to look for the speed of reliable local racer. Apart from that, these racers who had experience in the world of dirt bike racing mentioned it that this event was also a place for young people to show their talents and reduce traffic accidents on the highway. The last news is North Minahasa Resort Police to launch Compliance Operation 2022. Ahead of Christmas and the New Year, the traffic unit of the North Minahasa Resort Police held a 2022 compliance operation on Tuesday, the 9th of December 2022. Obedient Operation 2022 in the North Minahasa Resort Police Traffic Unit is directly led by the head of the traffic unit, Julio Jagratara Tampoy, in front of the Air Madidi Terminal. In Operation Obey Samrat 2022, the North Minahasa Resort Police Traffic Unit gave a warning to road users who violate traffic rules. Monitored by tribunmanado.co.id, when he found a motorbike rider who is not wearing a helmet, said then asked to comply with the rules of wearing a helmet because it is for the safety of motorists. It can be seen that the police reprimand motorists who do not wear helmets and motorists who have not paid tax. Several motorbike riders were seen turning around when they saw members of the traffic unit who were carrying out Operation Obedience. For this action, the driver received a warning from the North Minahasa Resort Police Traffic Unit. First Police Inspector Julio Jagratara Tampoy, when accompanied by KBO Second Police Inspector Roni Raturandan, said that this operation was carried out by the entire Resort Police Traffic Unit of the North Sulawesi Regional Police. It is said the former head of the Tomohon Resort Police Traffic Unit, the operation was carried out to create safe, comfortable, and smooth driving conditions. According to Julio, the operation is complete and starting today and for the next 2 weeks. The former Kibio Traffic Unit of the Manado City Reserve Police said that from the result of the operation, there were still many offenders who did not wear helmets. Some also were racing exhausted. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in YouTube Tribun Lampung News Video, Facebook Tribun Lampung, Instagram and TikTok account of Tribun Lampung for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.